Ladies and gentlemen, introducing from Damsar Uptown, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, weighing in at what feels like 7 different Southeast Asian companies that were super active in May. Here's your fellow Uptown low life, Cornelius. Low. Oh, we're booing me today, huh? We're booing me today, huh? Sorry, I had some toilet troubles just now, okay? And I don't mean like from my body, I mean my actual toilet. I had to do a little something to handle things. Yeah. How are you folks doing today? Hope you're alright. Hope you're alright. Today's episode is all about, today's episode of Real Wrassler Rapport is all about the state of Southeast Asian wrestling currently. And my goodness, woo! There was a lot that was happening in the month of May, let me tell you. Oh my goodness, so much to the point that it actually, oh man, we're making this this presentation to present to you guys. Hey, how's the state of Southeast Asian wrestling currently? Oh man, it actually felt really almost overwhelming how much that happened. One particular thing stands out, however. And we will get to that really, really soon. To those who aren't aware of who yours lowly is, my name is Cornelius, professional wrestler turned Butler VTuber at your service. That was my bell. Sorry if that was a bit loud. So let me just quickly show you folks, something that I usually like to show folks who are perhaps new here, which is this. Oh, by the way, how's the volume? How's the internet stability? Is it Gucci? Is it Gucci? I sure hope it is. Compared to the stream on was it yesterday? The one yesterday was actually rather no, wait a minute. Wait. Oh. Hey guys, I just saw something really embarrassing. I just noticed something very, very embarrassing. So technically, this stream was definitely scheduled today. For sure. And my social media post, I definitely indicated that tonight's stream is definitely tonight. However, I had a quick glance at my schedule. Which I released, was it Tuesday? Yeah, on a Tuesday. I wrote there Saturday. As in tomorrow. As in tonight's stream was originally supposed to be tomorrow. I don't know why I was rushing so much for tonight, but I didn't really have to. Oh well, that means my Saturday nights free. I guess. Okay. Well, anyways. In any case, this is not a very big match at all, just something rather embarrassing. How did I mistake that so terribly? Oh my goodness. In any case, folks, shall we jump into it, folks? We shall. Let me just check if everything's all hunky-dory. I believe things are. Okay, let's hit there now. Here it is, folks. Here is the state of Southeast Asian independent wrestling. Because all of us are independent wrestling. None of us are like... Well, we sort of have like streaming deals and all that. Some of us do. But we're still operating very much on a local level, so to speak. Well, I say that, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. Really is some exciting stuff happening with Southeast Asian wrestling indeed. For those who aren't aware, Southeast Asia is basically that part of Asia that no one really talks about. If you're talking about it in the global perspective, everyone knows about East Asia. Everyone knows a good bit about the Middle East of Asia. Not everyone knows about Middle Asia. The part with Tajikistan, Kazakhstan, that way. They're sort of in the same boat with us Southeast Asians. Not everyone knows about us. But we're a very, very unique region indeed. And the past 10 years, man, oh man, have we been working hard trying to set things up. And man, were we busy in the month of May. So when I say the state of Southeast Asian wrestling, I do mean sort of like within last month of May, because man, there was so much that was happening in the month of May alone. So the promotions that were involved are as such: MyPW, SPW, Setup, Grapple Max, DexCon, and VPW. There are some. So these are sort of the 6 I want to highlight right now, and how the sort of show, man, just how active and just how much we've progressed over the years. This month of May in particular has just been utter madness. Utter madness. All right. So let's get into it, shall we? Let's get into it. And I'll obviously explain why this matters, this and that, and all that such. Now, keep in mind, folks, yeah, I am an active professional wrestler myself. I wrestle primarily out of my PW, and I have literally wrestled in like half of these promotions. I've wrestled in Setup before. I've wrestled in Grapple Max quite a few times, and I might just hit the. No, don't say just yet. Don't want to spoil anything just yet. So I'm very much in the now, in the now. And so that means that, there will be things that I can't say. There will be things I'll be more coy about. I might reveal a couple things here and there that I consider interesting and very insightful, but there will come a point. There will come a point where I will like, can't say more. Or I'll be rather, cheeky about it. We all know how I am about that. All right. And I won't go through every single thing. So I'm not going to cover like every event, because that will just take forever, Instead, I'll be covering things that I think are indicative as to the state of Southeast Asian wrestling, or C wrestling, as some of us would like to call it. So let's go. All right. First up, before we look at the past, we must look slightly into the future. I know, kind of a weird way to look at it. And it is in the form of MyPW Full Throttle, July 12th on Saturday. So this is MyPW's latest event. And once again, this is in Kouash Theatre TTDI. Tickets are now open. In fact, we are selling early bird tickets. So folks, if you have the chance, get your tickets earlier. Okay? I cannot emphasize this enough. Oh my God. I seriously cannot. Guys, get your tickets earlier if you can. If you can. Hey, I just realized the poster matches my tie. I love that. I love that for myself. Because this has happened many times in previous, even in New Breed 3, when we were sold out twice, there was still people like messaging MyPW, messaging the talents. Are there any tickets left? And then we have to say no, because we're sold out completely twice, So unfortunately, you can't rock things up. We're not like the movies where like there's multiple cinema halls of the same film, It's just one theater here, and so seats are very limited. So if you want them, get them earlier, okay? Oh man, we're trying so hard to like leave this culture of buying things last minute, buying events last minute. Because if you do that, like imagine if you do that to like an Ado concert or a Backstreet Boys concert, you know, a major. You do that, you can't get it. Imagine buying concert tickets for a mainstream celebrity on the day itself. Is that a thing? That is not a thing. That has not been a thing for like the past century at this rate, you know? Same thing here. Same thing here. Yes, we're a small scale production, but we were sold out twice. Come on, give us a little credit here. So if you can, folks, get your tickets. It is early bird promotion. We're doing this for you guys, okay? Okay. All right. And in fact, we have actually our first match card already out. The Wonder Boy versus Miles Carew. Man. So it's finally comes to this, huh? In fact, this match has a stipulation. It is the #1 contendership match for the MyPW Southeast Asia Championship. This all stemmed from New Breed 3. Shivam was basically said, hey, one of you guys, the Juicy Boys, you know, you guys have been tearing it up lately in the Southeast Asian scene. Like credit to the Juicy Boys, idiots as they are, no, buffoons as they always can be. They have been tearing up in all of Southeast Asia in just this year alone. Vietnam, Philippines, Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand. You know, they've been jet setting all over and putting on incredible matches, showing off the skills that they've so rightfully worked so hard for. And in fact, they've worked together. Probably more. Yeah, actually, especially for Miles, he has tagged with Wonder Boy more than he's done singles at this rate, I think. No, he's done a lot of singles as well, but he's done a lot of tag matches with Wonder Boy at this point. So many that I've lost count. Now, for the first time ever, they have to face each other. Not going to get too much into it, but I have history with Miles Carew. I knew him before he was Miles Carew. I have a lot of history with the Wonder Boy. I knew him before he was the Wonder Boy. I knew him before he was JYE. I knew him before he was even JY Eagle. Man, saying that just gives me all the nostalgic tingles in my terrible lower back. I know these two better than almost anyone else in my PW, whether they like to admit it or not. So I'll be watching this match very, very closely. Coming 12th of July. Yeah. It's just, I don't know what to feel. It'll be exciting for the fans. That's for bloody sure. You know, we got Wonder Boy, who is probably the fastest wrestler in Malaysia and arguably Southeast Asian wrestling. Miles, for a guy that's so lanky, he hits like a truck. He genuinely does hit like a truck. And he's also quite creative as well. All sorts of wacky entrances. So it'll be interesting to see how it all pans out. So you can see this QR code here that you can scan that to get to myticketempire.com/full-throttle, or you may click on the pinned message in the chat. You may do so there. All right. And obviously this did occur. And before that. So I won't cover anything about New Beat 3, which happened on 12th of May, because I already did a whole stream just about that, so I won't bother with that. Instead, my let's move on to the other matters, because believe it or not, the other events that happened in May, they happened in a much closer window of time. Actually, it's insane how much was crammed in. Okay, let's get to it. All right, first up, DexCon Dakila. This occurred on May 18th. And before that, on the day before that, on May 17th, there was a meet and greet. So it's almost like a 2-day sort of a thing. The Filipinos are crazy. You Filipinos can agree with me on that, I am sure. So this is a pretty stacked card indeed. Obviously, you have folks from... so DexCon is a pretty unique event in that they are closely affiliated with Puso Wrestling, but then most of the Filipino wrestling talents here are from Puso Wrestling, but they're not. But DexCon and Puso Wrestling are separate things. DexCon is... I don't know how to describe them actually. They do a lot of like card collectible stuff. I think. I'm not so sure if it's fair to say that they're fan run. I'm not sure about that. What is for certain is that this is the promotion that first brought in Zack Sabre Jr. Mr. Former IWGP Heavyweight Champion Zack Sabre Jr. was part of this event. Isn't that insane? Isn't that insane? And with him, joining him in this event in Tequila is El Phantasmo. Freaking El Phantasmo. Didn't he won like the New Japan Pro Wrestling TV Championship at one point? Or is he still current champion? It's so many wrestlers to follow. So many wrestlers to follow. But he himself is also a very highly decorated pro wrestler. You know? If you're in New Japan, you can hang. You can hang anywhere else in the world, you know. And so I won't get into too much of the other wrestlers here. I will focus on the main event, which is a tag match. Zack Sabre Jr. and Jake De Leon versus Fabio Marquisig and El Phantasmo. What an insane tag match this is. When I first saw this, I'm like, are you kidding me? Jakey is tagging with Zack? Are you kidding me? Fabio is tagging with El Phantasmo? For those who aren't aware, in some ways, Jake and Fabio, they're like the aces of Puso Wrestling. They're like of in equal, seen as in of equal quote unquote reverence, so to speak. Fabio is just a beast. Like, he's a freak athlete. He's a stud. So is Jake as well. He comes off more unassuming, but man, when he turns up, he turns up. And now they're tagging with these two New Japan talents. Insane. So let's head to the first thing that caught my eye for DexCon. Like I said, they actually do press conferences. They do press conferences. I can't recall who said it. Someone said it to me through the grapevine that that people of pretty high authority said that DexCon were crazy for putting on a press conference the day before the actual show. And to that I say, yeah, the Filipinos are crazy. Don't you know? And so, if I'm not wrong, this press conference alone, this part of the press conference, which featured these four gentlemen, is 37 minutes long. In fact, let me very quickly link this to you guys. Let me very quickly link this to you guys. Okay, let me just type this up properly. That way you'll know what it is. Okay, this is the DexCon press conference. All right. And so this is just a clip. So I have a little bit of a clip for you guys here. All right. Let's listen to it. Mind you, this alone, which features this four gentlemen, is 37 minutes long. So this is a short clip indeed. All right, let's play it. Because I'm playing this. By the way, if you're wondering why See if you can spot why I wanted to clip this. It had probably my most favorite line of the entire month of May. See if you can spot it.
If you want to be over with me, you gotta look cool. And this guy looks cool. And to be honest, I don't know a single move that he does, but it doesn't matter. So we're gonna fuck these guys up tomorrow.
Ooh, language by ELP.
You fat little bumblebee looking motherfucker. Thanks, Logan Paul.
You can see the lady over here just like collapsing in shock. And look at that, look at that, look at that. Prime ball, prime ball. And Zach just chucks it. Just chucks it. Oh my god, what is this energy? I would be reacting bigger to this, but I've rewatched this clip I don't know how many donkey times. So stupid. So stupid. I would be laughing my ass off, but like this clip. Why did ALP said that? Why did he say that about my Jakey? That's so unhinged. That's so unwarranted. On the other hand, Jakey calling ELP Logan Paul was completely warranted as a result. And then Zach just chucking the prime ball was just the icing on the cake. Like, I don't know how to describe this energy. The closest thing it reminded me of in terms of like press conferences, wrestling press conferences, was the time that Hiromu Takahashi and Will Ospreay, this was in the Best of Super Juniors tournament, I believe. They were feeding each other fried chicken. Okay, maybe not exactly the same. Close enough vibes. Close enough vibes is what I mean. You know. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious me. Okay. So yeah, this was interesting. So this was the press conference, and clearly, as you can see, the Manila crowd was, or the Manila media was pretty hyped for this. What I'm about to show you next is a clip. So thank you for Fabio. He posted this on his I believe his Facebook. Let me link it so you guys can see where I got this from. Yeah, it should be this one. Oh, apologies for that if you heard that. Okay, so this is, I'll call this Bio. Okay. So, short clip as well. Look what happened here. Look what happened here. So obviously this is within the match itself, the main event, yeah? Main event. In Brawl Pit Bulusan. I think that's what it's called. Alright, next up. Hey. Sorry about that. There we go. Hopefully that's not too loud. They're grappling. Doing a bit of tie-up. Gets a bit of a hitlock. Oh, Wrassler go behind. Another go behind. Takes him down. Scrambles forward. Oh, Fabio reverses. The scramble. He tries to trip him. Takes the back. Kimura attempt. The crowd loves it. They're rolling. And they scramble up to their feet. And Fabio smacks the ground in utter defiance. Mind you, for a little more context here, this was early on in the match, I believe. This was still early on in the match. They were sort of feeling it. And then they sort of turned it up all of a sudden into something that's akin to amateur wrestling, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, really just grinding at each other. And the crowd loved it. They went ballistic for it. Did you not hear them? Sold out crowd recognized it for what it was. You know, they could feel feel their intensity. They could feel they're trying to scramble for position, victory. And the crowd ate it all up. For a bit of context here, folks, this style of wrestling, God, it's hard to like make to win over in a Southeast Asian context. You know, it's tough. It's tough, and to see folks who have the caliber for this, Zack Sabre, world-class grappler, you know, ex New Japan champion, Fabio, who yes actually has done amateur wrestling before, if I'm not wrong, who has actually done combat sports before, and clearly is bringing it to Zack. Like, this is just amazing. And for the crowd to eat up on something that that honestly they've never really seen before. They've never really properly seen before. It's just, it's so refreshing to see a crowd actually appreciate something that's considered a little more niche. No, and mind you, it's not like this style of wrestling is not present in the WWE, AEW, you know, bigger promotions. The biggest promotions. But to see it done so well, like, I can't emphasize that how well this was done. Fabio knew that he had something special there, and I'm so freaking proud of Fabio for this, man. So freaking proud of Fabio. Okay, before I get to the next slide, yes, okay. So if I'm not wrong, now they haven't released this event just yet. I believe it is, you can eventually watch this on Thriller TV on the DexCon page. I'll link it here. Yeah. And so this is so proud. So and it's been a while already. I don't mind giving a little bit of a spoiler. Funny enough, yeah, seeds were already sown in this event, in this main event match, because Fabio, the team of Fabio and ELP got the win over Zack and Jake. In fact, it was Fabio who pinned Jake actually. And you could clearly see that Jake was kind of crestfallen and stuff, but appreciative of Fabio actually. So seeds were already sown. You'll see what I mean soon. Psych! Suddenly my PW. So technically my PW. Okay, again, we already had the thing with New Beat 3, but something else also very interestingly happened in late May, which is IPW Pro Wrestling Tryouts. So I'm putting this here because, this was so as some of you might know, the MyPW Developmental Center has moved to a new venue in Oval Damansara, TTDI. Coincidentally, or rather purposefully, quite close to Quash Theatre indeed. Almost walking distance actually. And so this first trial, oh my goodness, God, we packed the place so hard. We packed it so hard. So you see this crazy amount of people in this photo alone? Half of them are from the tryouts. Half of them are from the tryouts. It's insane. Utterly insane. Oh, and if you see the guy in the white shirt standing next to the ring post there. Oh, Yudo. AKA Bunkus. Yes. So if you follow a bit of Indonesian YouTubing, you like to watch food vlogs, you might heard about Bunkus. Actually, you know what? Sure, why not? I'll give him a little shout out. I don't mind. Not that he needs more of it. He already has a gold plaque, for Pete's sakes. But why not? Just so you guys have a little more context as to why I'm like very grateful that he is actually like joining us actually in wrestling training, in fact. So again, yes, this is these are tryouts. So not necessarily. So this is though to those who aren't aware, these tryouts is for you to have a bit of a taste as to what's it like to train as a professional wrestler. Yeah. So it's no guarantee. You don't have to like enter this and then you must be join in wrestling training. No. It's for you to see whether you want to continue in this or not. Happy to say most of those that came here likely to join my PW as trainees. So this is the Bunkus Network, Udo's YouTube channel. And so for someone like him to want to actively train with us is where we feel very, very grateful indeed. More to come. Oh man, this was a fun day. And oh my goodness, I was helping out. Do you not see how exhausted I am? I'm almost about to collapse off the frame, for Pete's sakes. So yes, folks. If you wish to also participate in a tryout and become a trainee yourself, let me grab the link. You may message us. On Instagram via the MyPWDC channel. You can also do so via the MyPW channel as well. Perfectly fine, but we will end up rerouting you to the MyPWDC channel as well. We are located in Oval Damansara, TTDI. So safe to say this was a very, very successful tryout session indeed. Okay. Let's keep going. I cannot believe I scheduled this stream to be Saturday. I'm doing this today. Am I a dumbass? Yes, I am. Cornelius, hi. Are you a dumbass? I like to think I'm not, but I think I am. That was so cringe of me. Anyways. Grapple Max. So on the same day as the MyPW tryouts, down further south in Singapore is Grapple Max. More people know about SPW, I believe, but Grapple Max is the other one. Grapple Max is quite unique in that they're more Japanese-centric. And they're very, very well known for a style of wrestling that is, in some ways, their signature, their origin story, so to speak, and something that they still carry on to this day, which are mat shows, as in wrestling not with a ring, but with mats. Like they have a specialized mat that you'll see pretty soon, and this is arguably the biggest mat show ever. Fight Club 5. And if the title doesn't seem to give a hint already, it's Fight Club 5 Absolute Cinema. Because this took place in an actual cinema. Specifically, the projector at Golden Mile Tower. This was... And they take full advantage of the fact that this is in the cinema. Let's take a look at this clip here, shall we? Oh, here we go. They're going up the ramp. Going up the ramp. Remember, they're watching this on the big screen, yeah? And out they pop! Out they pop! So yeah. They literally go from the silver screen to your IRL spherical screens that are your eyeballs. Yeah. And they did this throughout the event. Throughout the event. They really took advantage of it, actually. So there are multiple instances where they'll be doing things that are outside the venue, literally brawling right outside, and then they'll take it in and then go out and then back in. It's crazy. It's such a cool experience, actually. Oh, and something really unique happened. Something that I don't think anyone expected, because I think it just happened off the cuff. Extremely off the cuff. What is it, you may ask? No. So, in case if the caption there, how about I just show you this? This is surreal. I hope this doesn't get me copyrighted. It shouldn't. It's a cappella. Hey, there we go. Why? Why?
Hold up! Wait a damn minute and shut your damn mouth! First of all, that backseat boy ain't gonna fly!
They kept singing. And they kept singing. Why? Oh my God. Wilson, don't encourage them. And look at that. Like I said, they're in an actual cinema. Oh my God. Wilson. And the crowd's just patting themselves on the back now. So that over there is Sage Matthews. He is, I think, one of the very, very few international wrestlers that was wrestling in this Grapple Max show. Absolute Cinema. And for some reason, maybe it's because he's a white dude, but even then, like they've had Grapple Max has other white dudes before. They started singing at him, I want it that way. Why, you utter weirdos? Why? The Backstreet Boys don't even have like their own autobiographical film yet. So yeah, it's weird. So yeah, I wouldn't say this is like a big. This moment here wasn't like a big paradigm shift for Singaporean wrestling. But I just thought it'd be fun to include. What I would say is kind of bigger is them, is Grapple Max still continuing their mat shows and taking it to greater heights, putting it in a literal cinema venue. So they're still really playing around with this format, and I don't think they'll ever stop. This is their baby. For those who aren't aware, Grapple Max started off as a mat show, mat-based promotion. They didn't have a ring at all. They've only ever had that mat that you see here. No. How did I bounce so quickly? So this mat that you see here. Stop it. Yeah, so this mat you see here. Yeah, that's what they've wrestled on for years. I wrestled on it before. Like, if you know my famous table smash moment, yeah, on this very mat right here. Yeah. Fun times. So yes, Sage Matthews is etched into history as a Backstreet Boy, I guess. Yeah. All right, next up, SPW Mayhem. So this is quite an event. This is quite an event. A lot happened here. Firstly, let me just talk about something that is a bit more. Let me just peel back the curtains just a teeny bit from SPW Mayhem. Carlo Cannon made it to this event. The main the main eventer made to this event. Sorry about that. So, as some of you might have known, when I was talking about Carlo in the New Beat 3 post-mortem stream, I unfortunately had to basically inform everyone that Carlo could not make to the show due to a few issues with immigration. But and to say that it rattled him was putting it lightly. It actually rattled him. It was just such a series of just very unfortunate circumstances. And a lot of us actually. Hi, hello there, Prince Eagle. Hello there. I'm talking a little bit about the state of Southeast Asian wrestling. Come join me. Come join us. Come join us. And Carl and a lot of us were wondering if Carlo would even be able to make it to SPW Mayhem at all. A lot of us fellow wrestlers were, frankly speaking, a little bit worried. Thankfully, he was in much better spirits a good bit before SPW Mayhem. He had his head in the right space. He was surrounded by people that cared and helped him. And he made it to SPW without any issue. Well, I say that, but no, there were still some hiccups. He said so in his vlog channel. But it was still otherwise much more smooth sailing. And I will talk a good bit more about Carlo really soon. And hey, look at that. Look at that on the top right. Zack Sabre Jr. Again. DexCon was. Wait, DexCon was it on the 16th or 26th? Let me check very quickly. No, DexCon was on May 18. So literally a week later, he flew back. He flew to Singapore. I'm pretty sure this is what happened. He flew to Philippines, flew back to Japan, because Zack Sabre Jr. is based in Japan. I think. Pretty sure he is. And then next week, flew to Singapore. And he is wrestling Aiden Rex. Insane. And as you can see, there's a quite a large number of international wrestlers here as well. Folks like Shivam, Holun. You might recognize from the Cruiserweight Classic, if anyone remembers what that is. And Yuki Kamifuku of Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling. And look at that. The Juicy Boys are here as well. Let's see the first thing, shall we? Okay, first up. A bit of a highlight reel, actually. Unfortunately, I had to mute the music in this highlight reel, which is made by SPW, by the way, just to be safe. Instead, I will play. Luckily, I have some like a replacement music, so to speak. So let's play and let's just have a quick look at this highlight reel. Let's go. This kind of fits, right? Oh, jeez. Oh, I'm gonna have to talk a little bit about the flag part, actually. And there's Zack Sabre. Oh, definitely a lot of hard-hitting action and some kinky stuff from Dr. Gore as usual. Oh, big suplex. Falcon Arrow. Big kicks. Big slams, whatever that is, Dr. Gore. Oh, what's that? Uh-oh, what's that? Ooh, German suplex. Oh. There's a lot being shown here. Hold on, I'm pausing this. Right here. SPW heavyweight title match. Full match on 12 June. Next week, folks. Next week, you guys are in for a treat. Oh, hi, Ref Ryan. Didn't see you there. Well, I see you now. You know, calm down. Where is he? Where's my Ref Ryan? I tagged him. No. Where is he? I miss my Ryan. Where's my Ryan? I know most VTubers, they're like they're all like with their mods and stuff. Me, I cherish anytime I get to see Ryan here. Oh, where's Ryan? Okay, anyways, enough sentimentality by you all slowly. So yes, folks, please look out for that event. Please look out for that event. It'll be available on the SPW channel. So you are spoiled that you're getting it so quickly. Utterly spoiled. Okay. So first up, this video here. So this is the start of what I mean that there's a huge change in Southeast Asia right now. Huge change. For a bit of context, I think I do need to give a bit of context before I let this video run first. You see on the top left there, it says that real global threat. That has been a faction actually. That has that's been going on for a little while now. They actually main evented. No, not main event. They co-main evented New Beat 3. And in this clip here, it is Shivam of Thailand and the statement of Singapore. Right? And they've been a pretty dominant force so far. And they're about to get even more dominant. For a little bit of context here, yeah? I believe they did a tag match against Eman and Holun. And obviously, Real Global Threat won. So this is what happened after the match. If you're wondering why I'm crediting this to set up Thailand, it's because I found this from their Facebook page, if I'm not wrong. So they get the credit there for some very strange reason. Here you go. Let me just write this. Eman. Fun fact: there are two Emans. What do I mean by that? I mean that when Eman Osman, the one in this video here, came to SPW, he's the second Eman. The first Eman actually is someone else altogether. So within this event alone, there were two Emans. I found that hilarious. All right. Let's see this. Oh, shoving away Holun. Oh, he just golden elbowed his tag partner there. I wonder why. The crowd's like, yeah, be the bad guy that you're meant to be. Apparently, new members get free t-shirts. Oh, is he about to like beat up on Holland more? Nope. Gets out. Oh, he's also enjoying the audience. Love it. And so now, Eman Azman, quite possibly Malaysia's best professional wrestler, is a member of real global threat. If there is any through line in this state of Southeast Asian wrestling, it is the real global threat. And I have not completed talking about them. More to come. More to come. Oh, and I'm sharing this just because this is hilarious. Something with a bit more levity with it, so to speak. Also, Ryan, you'll see. Come. Let me show you what Ryan did. Let me show you what my moderator did. This is arguably one of the standout moments in actually the whole show. Actually, got a huge reaction. By the way, this is for the SPW Tag Team Championships, so this is a big moment. But then this happened, and it happened because it's the four of them. So I kind of get it. No. Okay. Here you go. Oh. Oh my god, that's too funny. That's too funny. That's so funny. Ryan, why are you being a blur case, Ryan? Ryan, you point for what? Oh, now everyone's pointing at each other. Oh, wow. We're point central now, huh? Wow, really eating it up. Now you told him to fight. It's so fun. Ryan, why are you being so blah blah? Ayo. Yeah, so blur. So blur. Yeah, this Ryan he's actually a very good ref. He's actually good. This is one of his off days. This is one of his off days where he got really distracted by, I think it was the titles that he was trying to put away for an oddly long number of reasons. Oddly long period of time for some reason. And so, essentially, the Juicy Boys tried to do an Ellie spot. They tried to basically trick their way into winning the match, essentially. I just realized something. Because in this match, one of the very unique stipulations about it is that if they were to get disqualified, they have to forfeit the SPW Tag Championships. So if they were disqualified, so technically if they were to win, and the ref catches, Jack and Cheese, the opponents, winning with the chair, then the match is disqualified. Wait, no. Wait, I'm confusing myself now. Wait. No, this is annoying. If Jack and Cheese were caught with chairs and the Juicy Boys are on the ground in pain, the ref can assume that they... I'm confusing myself now. Okay, let's move on. Okay. Ooh, sorry about that. Just add a little music to this. So basically, this is a specific highlight reel for the co-main event of the event of SPW Mayhem. Carlo Cannon versus the Butcher Man. Before I say anything else, I'll just let the video run first. And a credit also to Lion City Wrestling Cult. They are a Singaporean wrestling review channel and website. So this is their footage, if I'm not wrong. They also made a review, actually, a very fair review on the whole event. I will link that. Oh, before that, very quickly. I got this clip from the SPW Twitter account, actually. And Ryan fumbles so hard that even the SPW Twitter account wrote in this post, maybe Ref Ryan needs VAR assistance to handle the chaos of Big Good Jack, CBK, Miles Carew, and the Wonder Boy. I'm assuming VR means visual aid or something like that. In any case, let me stop that. Okay, right. Okay, now let me link. This. And also, I'll link the review website as well. Why not? It's actually, they actually wrote quite extensively, actually, on the whole event. Okay. Now you guys can watch it, and I'll let you know. Butcherman got bloody here. Butcherman got bloody here. Oh! Oh! Yep, I do. Sorry about that. So yeah, apparently, according to some of my more reliable sources, this co-main event, so this was the match before the main event, should have main evented. That was sort of the sentiment for this match. This match featured two guys who very much considered themselves a little bit monstrous, a bit of a chip on his shoulder, particularly Carlo, who went through a bit of a rough period of time quite recently, and Butcherman, who also was sort of in the last event was sort of doubting himself a good bit. And apparently, they put on probably what is considered one of the greatest SPW matches ever. Apparently, I saw some of the clips, a good bit of the match, in fact. And it looked incredible. I could tell that the audience was very, very absorbed into this match. You know what else was also very absorbing? the ring match with Butcherman's blood. This match got bloody. And apparently this is like, so yeah, the quality of matches in Southeast Asian wrestling in general is just going up and up and up, and people like Carlo Cannon are trying to push us all to the front, and Butcherman is right there with him. Apparently this match is, I cannot wait for 12th of June when this match gets released. I'm very, very curious now. I'm very excited for it. All right, let's keep going. Okay, Vietnam Pro Wrestling. So this was on the 31st of May. I won't go on this too much, just because this was probably the one event that didn't have too much in a way that I felt like it was very groundbreaking. Although there is one thing I definitely can mention, that's for sure. And no, it's not Classic Night versus Juicy Boys, although that's pretty good as well. And no, it's not Sid Win versus Jack Alexander. Some of you might know who Jack Alexander is, the shaman of the secret sauce. He's the guy with the weird bottle that has that drugged me in Singapore a while ago. Some reason. So yeah, that was Jack Alexander's debut match in Vietnam. Apparently the Classic Night had a pretty good match with the Juicy Boys as well. Now, mind you, this was the Juicy Boys, I believe, after they lost the SPW Tag Championships. This was on the same weekend. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys, SPW shows are usually on Fridays. They literally flew to Vietnam after the SPW show. Can't call it was on the day of or the day after, but they were in Vietnam for sure. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy that people are just jet sitting around? Crazy. The one sort of big thing about it, for this event, is obviously the VPW Openweight Championship. The British Horror as allied with Rocky Win. For some context here, it's not shown here, unfortunately. Rocky Win joined forces with the British Horror, who is the current, was the former VPW Openweight champion. Rocky Win is considered like the founder of VPW. Like, so he was like the beloved guy. And then suddenly in some ways he handed the British Horror a silver platter. And he allied himself with the British Horror. And now he had to go, and then he effectively Rocky Win like inserted himself into the match. To the point where at one point he knocked out the referee and wore the referee's shirt at one point. That was crazy. So Aries, who's seen as like one of the top guys, had a huge undertaking. And he somehow, against all odds, where the founder of VPW was allying himself and inserting himself into the match with the British Horror, won the match. The new VPW Openweight champion is Aries. Nuts, isn't it? Nuts. So yeah. So in that sense, that's a pretty big deal. And also something that's always been consistent with VPW. Guys, VPW has a huge following. Like apparently like we're talking 500 to 600. That's a huge crowd for a so-called independent show. That's pretty darn good. So I'm very happy for them. Very happy for them. That they've been able to have such a huge turnout to this day. Who knows? Maybe more Malaysians can get involved. I certainly would hope Jack can be there again, because I know he has desired to head to a VPW for a while now. All right, let's keep going. Setup. It almost feels like Setup Pro Wrestling is like the culmination of the month, you know? It almost feels like everything culminates here. Why? Well, let's first start with, once again, for the third time. This is the third time Zack Sabre Jr. has showed up in a Southeast Asian show. The third time in a single month. Do you realize how insane that is? Do you not realize how crazy that is? This dude was jet-setting around. He was in Manila around middle of the month. And then he wrestled in in Singapore on the Friday. I believe this is a Saturday show. And he flew there on a Saturday. Insane. Utterly insane. God, the man is actually like really like... He really has like turned himself into like Mr. Southeast Asia at this point. Yeah, it's crazy. It is crazy. Man, to get someone... I cannot emphasize this enough. He's a former New Japan Pro Wrestling heavyweight champion, and he is wrestling in Southeast Asian indie shows. What? Utter madness. Utter madness, mate. All right. And once again, gonna dwell on what's really, really crucial here. The main event. Team setup versus Team RGT. And for a while, their third man was actually hidden away until it was very revealed like just a couple days before the show began. And it turns out it's Eman Osman. Where legends collide, Thailand's greatest fight ever. International special 6-man tag team match. The team of Jake DeLeon, Jonathan Johnson, and Zack Sabre Jr. versus Shivam, who, by the way, is our current MyPW Southeast Asian champion. Statement, who is the current setup one and only champion. Or I think that's what it's called. It's the top prize. It's the top prize. And Eman Osman. And who is Eman Osman? What more needs to be said? And so, obviously, something happened. Something happened. So let's hear this promo here. As you can see, I got this from Jakey himself. Let me just link it. Let me just link it for you. I believe it's this one. Jakey. I always call him Jakey. I stop now. Why do I call him Jakey? Maybe I'll reveal that in the future. Maybe.
You see, I told you
Is this too
from
loud?
the last year that the real global threat will take over the professional wrestling world. Now we have the Thai best, Malaysia best, Singapore best, and now, baby, Philippine best.
Hey, why did we stop? Hold on. 1 second. Oh, there you go. Just a snag. Just a little snag. Nothing to worry about. Oh, yes.
Hey, look at
The
your hero. Look at your hero.
The
Weak
fourth
piece of
member.
shit. Hey, let's hear something from the newest member of the real global threat. No. I cashed in. And here's the thing,
good line.
Thailand,
Good line.
You are correct. RGT does fuck.
Oh, language, Jakey. Language.
But before I tell you everything about
I heard that voice crack, Jakey.
my reasoning, I believe that you guys have lost something of yours that I have found right now. Remember this? And as per your management's rules, since you lost this belt, anyone who finds it automatically becomes the setup 24/7 champion. And the Filipino Fighting Rooster is now your champion. And to be honest, just really quickly, JJ, I'm sorry it had to be you. Zach, I'm sorry it had to be you too. But I had to do what was best for me and what was best for Southeast Asian Pro
There you have it, folks. The fourth member of RGT is Jake De Leon, the Filipino fighting rooster. He's gone through so many nicknames over the years. So yeah. So remember, yeah, he was part of the team with JJ, Jonathan Johnson, and Zack Sabre. And continuing the theme of betrayals, Jake betrayed him and joined RGT, and somehow, someway, got himself the Setup 24/7 Championship, which is a very strange championship. It is, think the WWE 24/7 Championship, but Thai. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. So 3 out of 4 of Real Global Threat has championship gold on them. I guess we can count the 24/7 as well. I guess. So, as what Shivam said, Thailand best, Singapore best, Malaysia's best, Philippines best. Folks, this is unprecedented. A major faction that technically doesn't even represent any single country. It's this, you know, there are factions in Southeast Asian wrestling throughout the years, you know, but they've always been centered, there's a faction from Malaysia, there's a faction from Vietnam, there's a faction from Singapore. This is the first time where all members of a single faction comes from different countries in Southeast Asia. Unprecedented that we're at a scale where, like, all these guys are from totally different backgrounds, different nations, and they've come to form this major faction that was definitely bound to impose itself on Southeast Asian wrestling. Maybe even more than that. Maybe. I am very, very curious to see what is next for RGT, because it's clear that they want to be globetrotters here, man. This is insane. This is insane that they're all from different countries. So we're in kind of like unprecedented territory here, you know? Unprecedented territory. So who knows how things will turn out in the future? I am, for one, am very, very curious. Oh, and sort of the image I want to show. Is it this one here? So here's a good look at the t-shirt, Real Global Threat. And yes, they do sell them as merch. But what I really want to end it on is sort of a meme image, actually. A meme image that sort of sums up what the dynamics of RGT. Okay? Firstly, have a good look at these four here. Jake's not a small dude, but Shivam is built like a tank. Stamen is kind of built like a tank as well, albeit a stouter tank. And yeah, Eman small. Eman is small. Well, technically Stamen's smaller, but he's wider. So much wider. This pretty much sums up their dynamics. You have not seen Eman go full gremlin just yet. Andrew's kind of like a gremlin already. Kind of. Jakey can be quite gremlin-esque. And they're all being leashed by Shivam, who really has to like play granddaddy. Who really has to play daddy. He's like the single father. Yeah, he's the single father. So arguably, Real Global Threat has a leader. It's very likely Shavam, because he's been the one that's been leading the charge in this for a while now. But we will see. We will see if there are any power dynamics at play in the future. This could be very, very exciting. So yeah, RGT taking over Southeast Asian wrestling. Very, very exciting to see something like this. Like it's actually pretty crazy that something like this actually happened, you know, in the 10th or 11th year of Southeast Asian wrestling. Will there be more members added? Will they be from different countries? Is that the case where every new member has become from a different nation? Could there be one from Vietnam? Could there be one from no, that's about it. It's right now it's Singapore, Singapore, Malaysia, Vietnam, Thailand, Philippines. Yeah, so far. There are other Southeast Asian countries, but these are the 5 that are most active currently. Am I missing any other nation right now with wrestling in it? No, I'm pretty sure that's it. Although we shall see. We shall see if any other Southeast Asian country wishes to step up. Maybe. I mean, we do already technically have Indonesian wrestlers. Not just in Malaysia, you know, in the form of Bobby Sinaga, but also elsewhere as well. And I will let them slowly reveal themselves as we go along. Last thing I want to leave y'all with, actually, this is sort of the tie in the whole Southeast Asian wrestling thing, is this here. So this has been an ongoing website and magazine, cwrestling.net. This is their 3rd issue, and they're essentially a Southeast Asian wrestling magazine. So they cover the various different events in more detail than even me today. And they occasionally do interviews as well. I believe yes, Mighty Mighty had an interview here. And they sort of sum up the various different events actually. And so they cover the region as a whole, actually. So that just goes to show that there is like legit interest actually in this, and there's also ways to check out all of Southeast Asian wrestling. You know, it's not gonna be easy. But hey, at least as a magazine, we can check out everyone, and I think that's very, very exciting. Yeah. I think that about covers it, folks. Okay, let's head back to this screen here. How was that, folks? How was that? I hope you guys enjoyed that. I had fun making that, actually. It was pretty interesting to see all the different things here, indeed. Look at the time. Okay, it's best if I head out soon. All right, folks. I have one last stream for this week. Coming Sunday night, I'll be playing Doom once again. Hope to see you there. Cafe Cornelius is now closing shop. Cafe Cornelius never close in your heart. Have a lovely night, Mina. Have a lovely